For more stories like this, hit the like button and subscribe so we can create more videos like this. In a bustling town surrounded by mountains, there lived a brilliant young blacksmith named Aaron. He was known far and wide for his unmatched craftsmanship. His swords were stronger, his tools sharper, and his creations more elegant than any other. People from nearby villages would travel days just to buy what Aaron forged with fire and steel. But Aaron had one flaw: his temper. Though he was gifted with incredible talent, he had very little control over his emotions. If a tool broke, he'd scream. If a customer questioned the price, he'd lose his cool. Even the smallest inconvenience would trigger an outburst. His friends warned him, "You have a gift, Aaron, but your anger will destroy it." Aaron ignored them. "I'm passionate, not angry," he would say. "And if people can't handle that, it's their problem." One summer, a mysterious traveler arrived in town. She wore a hood, carried a staff, and had a strange calmness about her. Her name was Era, and she requested Aaron to forge her a special blade. "This sword," she said, placing a unique metal on the table, "is not like others. It must be forged with calm hands and a steady mind." Aaron scoffed. "I can forge anything, calm or not." Era looked deep into his eyes. "This sword will reflect the mind of the one who makes it. If your heart burns too hot, the sword will shatter. If your spirit is unsettled, the blade will twist. Do you still accept?" Pride swelling inside him, Aaron nodded. "I never fail." For days, Aaron worked on the blade. But the metal was strange. It wouldn't bend, wouldn't weld, and cracked under heat. The more it resisted, the angrier he got. "Stupid metal," he yelled, throwing his hammer across the room. Each day he failed, his frustration grew. He stopped sleeping, ignored his customers, and spent his nights fuming in his workshop. The once bright smithy became a place of shadows and shouting. Then one night, exhausted and enraged, Aaron struck the metal with all his force. Boom! The blade shattered, but a sharp piece flew and slashed his arm. Bleeding and trembling, Aaron collapsed to the ground. That's when Era entered. "Look at what your mind has done," she said calmly. "You had the talent, the tools, and the opportunity, but you lacked the discipline. This metal wasn't your enemy, you were." Aaron, ashamed and weak, whispered, "I don't know how to change." Era placed a hand on his shoulder. "There is still a fire inside you, but fire alone doesn't forge greatness. You need control. You must master not just the metal, but yourself." From that day, Aaron stopped forging. Instead, he began meditating, learning to breathe before reacting, to pause before speaking. He visited monks in the mountain, read old scriptures, and practiced patience, not with steel, but with people. Years passed. Aaron became a new man. His forge reopened, but it was quiet now, peaceful. Customers would watch in awe as he worked, not just with his hands, but with calm focus. His swords were not only sharp, they felt alive. One day, Ira returned. She handed him the same metal. Aaron smiled, closed his eyes, and began to forge. His hands were steady, his breath as calm. And from the fire rose a blade so flawless it shimmered like moonlight. Ira bowed. "You have forged not just a sword, but yourself." Moral: Aaron's story reminds us that talent and strength mean nothing without self-control. Our thoughts, when left unchecked, become emotions. Those emotions turn into actions, and those actions shape our destiny. One spark of anger, one moment of fear, one seed of jealousy, if not managed, can burn down a lifetime of effort. But if you master your mind, no situation, no person, and no obstacle can destroy your peace or your purpose.